Hey guys, it's Kelsey. So it is giveaway time again. So really quick before we get into the process video, I just want to tell you guys what is the giveaway. So again, it's something small. This one snuck up on me. I literally had just sent Karina her giveaway who won the last one. And it was like the next day you guys passed 800, so that's amazing. I don't have anything prepared other than I snagged a few more sticker books from Tuesday mornings. So Karina stole the purple pen, so I do have the pink Chamel pen left for this giveaway, and then you get to choose. So either one of these sticker books you can choose from the Amy Tangerine. They are definitely super different, so it's kind of nice. You get to pick which one is more your style if you win. So Amy Tangerine, of course, is very colorful, very rainbow. So definitely good for lots of things, planner and scrapbooking. So that's kind of the Amy Tangerine one. She has rainbow letters in hers, an alphabet, so that's pretty cool. There are almost 1,500 stickers in here. So that's the Amy Tangerine one. If that's what you're interested in, pink would go very well with that. The other one is Jen Hadfield, and it was hard for me not to keep this one for myself because this is definitely, I really only need my one canoe too, and I'm happy, but this one is gorgeous as well. So Jen Hadfield, very homey. It has more of a cream base, but very homey. There's some houses, florals. You can see you get all those puffy stickers and strips. So whichever one you guys want to pick from, and then whatever one is left over, I guess will be in the next giveaway. But I just wanted to kind of show you what these two looked like so you could pick. So I guess if you are wanting to enter the giveaway, make sure you are a subscriber and then just comment in this video. I guess tell me what your favorite collection is right now, I guess, because I am on the look. You guys know, obviously, I'm using One Canoe 2 Goldenrod that I just splurged on and am in love with. But since buying that, the newest One Canoe 2 collection, Willow, has come out and I'm obsessed with it. So that's the one I'm drooling over right now. But I would love to know which ones you guys are excited about. I know there's lots of Halloween, fall, even Christmas collections have started poking around. So I would like to know which one's your favorite. Thank you guys so much. And I will announce the winner in a week. So next Monday, make sure you check back, see if you won. Yeah, let's get into the process video. Bye guys. Hey guys, it's Kelsey and I am here with another scrapbooking process video. This is for the Thursday night sketch challenge for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. This is a sketch I'm going to be using. I do end up inverting it, but just so you can see what I started with. It is also the Scraptacular Cropping Club's pop culture challenge where we're supposed to kind of infuse a little bit of pop culture into our page, whether it be a title, motif, icon, whatever. So first thing I need to do is get the sketch in order. So I am going to just trace a circle on this page using a pencil and some string. You could probably make this easier on yourself and just trace a plate, but I was too lazy to go down to the kitchen. So I had a pencil, I had some string. I kind of just used that to trace my circle out. So I'm going to cut that out really quick. And this is another page where I am using one 12 by 12 and piecing it together using the A and B side to make the full layout, so that you see there how this page is going to look. Because I did not use a plate that was a perfect circle and I used a string, you can see how it doesn't line up perfectly. So I do have to kind of make that better. So I'm going to just end up matting the circle in white to kind of cover up that gap where it does not line up perfectly. First I am just going to matte the back of this in a little bit of black so I have a full 12 by 12 to glue everything down to. But yeah, you'll see in a minute. I'm going to take a plain sheet of white, just matte this circle so it makes it a little thicker so I don't have to worry about the gaps showing where it doesn't completely line up perfectly with the other piece. So I end up really liking this. I distress the edges because whenever you're cutting a circle freehand, it's really difficult to make it smooth, even circle. So the way you can kind of camouflage this is by distressing the edges. So I do go in with my Tim Holtz distress tool and kind of rough up the edges a little bit. I start off by doing that here, but I do go in and do it a little bit more because I decided I wanted the white a little bit thinner and the edges a little more distressed. So I just distressed them until I got down to the point where I was happy. So that is what I'm doing there. I'm working with 2 photos instead of 4. This is the second layout for that Buddhist temple that we visited when we were in Hawaii. And they're 4x6s. The original sketch has 4 photos that are slightly smaller size. So that's kind of the way I'm changing it a little bit. I'm just going to use 2 4x6s that are a little larger, but kind of fill in the space where those photos were in the sketch. And then of course I'm pulling out my scraps. This is my last 12x12 with this collection, so all I have left now are scraps and the 6x6 paper pad, which this sketch thankfully did not really need any other big pieces, so that's fine with me. I can use my scraps and my 12x12 for the rest of it. It does have a rectangular piece coming off of the circle along with a tag and a banner, so you'll just see me kind of get that together. I'm thinking about using this Starry Sky scrap from the 6x6 paper pad as my larger rectangular piece. It's a little bit too short, so I am going to go ahead and cut my tag. Again, I'm just using an actual tag as a template to cut a tag out of one of the pattern papers, and then pulling in one of Ronnie's little hole reinforcers she sent me to make it look like a real tag. Looks super cute. So after I have that tag in place, you'll see I'll be able to cut that blue strip and stretch it a little farther behind that tag where you can't see the gap. But here I am going back in with the distress tool. Just wanted to make that white border a little smaller. So I'm just going to distress it down a little bit, and then you see me kind of roughing up the edges and getting all the loose lint paper off of the edge, but I like how that's looking, so I'm going to go ahead and get it glued down and then get the rest of the sketch components down, and then I can start embellishing. I am pulling in a scrap of white paper to mat the photos in. I just wanted them to have a little mat of something before I glued them down to that circle, so I'm just doing a skinny little border in white. And I think that's the only thing I mat the photos in, and I'm just going to stagger them how I had them earlier on that circle. And then the sketch has the title below the pictures in the circle, and then it has some journaling underneath, like the banner section that you'll see me building out here on the background paper. So I just know that's what I'm going to do. And then it also has a little bannery embellishment cluster in the upper right hand corner. Well, it was on the upper left, but I inverted it, so opposite side of the circle. So I'll get that together in a minute too, but I'm pretty much just following the sketch, and I really enjoyed this one because I don't do circles a whole lot, especially on this scale, so it's really different for me. But it also was a sketch that I could do this whole, use my scraps, use my 6x6 paper pad, and you didn't need a whole lot of large pieces, because all these big pieces I just used the 1 12x12 for. I just took advantage of the A and the B side. So that was really nice. And then here I'm just cutting a banner out of the strawberry paper. I had that strawberry 12x12 as the background for the first layout from this visit, so I wanted them, since they're going to be next to each other, coordinate a little bit. I don't want it to read as a double page or as coordinating pages, even though they do go together, but I felt like having the little strawberries incorporated into this page kind of was a little nod to the first page that I did here. So I got my banner down, my tag down, that little rectangular piece. So the sketch is pretty much done here, other than the little embellishment cluster in the upper right hand corner, and then the title and the journaling. So I'm working on my title now. I thought about using one of these die cut words, one of the chipboard words. Really didn't find something that went though. I could have done love or hello, but I just wanted something a little more. And then I was like, wait a minute, got another challenge to do here, people. I have to do my pop culture reference. So all along I was kind of like, let me just do this sketch, and then I'm going to pull in a pop culture reference as the title. And it took me a minute kind of to figure out what I wanted to do, what pop culture reference I wanted. And so I kind of just went to Pinterest and was like, pop culture Disney reference or whatever. And of course, what popped up, Adventure is Out There from the movie Up. So I thought that was perfect. Of course, when we go on vacation, we try and squeeze in as many adventures as possible. This was definitely a cool place to visit. And again, this was right after we did the horse riding. So I thought it was kind of perfect segueing into this. And then I get my pop culture reference. So I laid it out there just to see size-wise what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and glue the photos down so I know what space I have left to work with, and then I will just lay that down underneath the photos, the same place it is in the sketch. In the sketch, it kind of has the title in the bottom corner along the bottom of the page, But I had this gap here because I did use 2 photos instead of 4, so I moved the title up a little bit just to kind of fill in that gap. And I really liked it. This is the first time using these thickers, and it's on blue foam, not black. So that's really cool because it brings the blue in from these other pattern papers I'm using. I've been having a hard time using them because it's blue and not black foam. If it was black foam, I'd have a lot easier using them on a lot of other pages where I needed gold thickers. But this page, it was perfect. So I was super excited to be able to get a longer title in. So got that down, and then there are some squigglies in this thicker sheet as well that I thought I might as well use as embellishments, so I just popped a few on either side of the bottom part of the title, so that kind of fills in that gap and just emphasizes the title a little bit. So I really like that looks. And now I'm going back to embellishing. I'm trying to use this pear again. But then I end up going with these plants. You see I laid these plants all out on the right side of the page, so I ended up liking those better than the pear. I'm just going to stagger these 2 plants here. And then I'm also looking at that upper right hand corner. So I really like that little tag because, again, it's that strawberry print, kind of nods to the first page and then brings in that strawberry print that's lower down on the page because that's the only spot it's at right now, and I want to make sure all those pattern papers are also reflected in the upper right hand corner so those patterns make more sense. So I am just getting together a little piece of the sunglass paper I cut my tag out of, and then a little bit of a navy pattern paper to kind of reference that starry night sky. But there is this gap here that's bothering me near where the photos are. And I definitely wanted to pull in a doily since that's one of the 10 items we're supposed to be using this weekend. So I just cut a doily up. I tucked a piece in that awkward gap where the photos were, and then I decided to put one behind my tag to build that cluster up a little more. Just kind of gives you a better place for those plants to sit and adds a little bit of detail, so I really like that. I am going to pop the pink potted plant up on some foam just to add a little bit of dimension to that corner, and then I will keep building from there. But I don't know how much more I'm going to get out of this collection because I'm out of the 12 by 12s now, so I'm hoping to get at least one more done. But yeah, I'm really glad I got through all the 12 by 12s. I didn't have that much to work with to begin with, but I've really enjoyed every page I've made this month, so I can't wait to do the kit share at the end where you guys can see everything, although you still won't be able to see the first page I did because it's a hop that I just found out is not going to be posted until October 10th. So sorry about that. You will see it. It will be worth it. It's adorable. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek of it in the kit share. Maybe I'll just show you a little corner of it. But you'll just have to hang tight for that one. But I got this cluster together, and I'm just putting together the upper right hand cluster, just making sure I have all those patterns represented up there. I really like how that looks with those 2 banners and that cute little tag. And then I did just put some thread through both of those tags. Thread was another thing on the 10 items challenge. That's why I decided to use it instead of twine. Kind of unexpected. So that's kind of a cool touch. Instead of using twine in the tags, I just used thread. And then I tried to use these puffy stickers. I have been having a harder time with these puffy stickers than I expected, and just didn't work for me. I don't know. I decided to go back to the thicker sheet again and just pull in some of the asterisks in that same glitter gold on top of the blue foam, and I just think that balances the title better. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with these little puffy stickers. They're adorable. But to me, it looked better using the thickers as my embellishments, so that's what I went back to. I'm even going through my hashtag sticker book, and I don't think I find anything that I end up wanting to use. I pull out a few things, and I don't think I end up using any of it, so we'll see how long it takes me to realize that. I did want to build something on top of this doily here, but nothing I did I really liked. It just kind of distracted from my original design and the sketch and the 2 clusters I already had going. So I thought maybe I'd build something and put like the bicycle there, because I used the bicycle and that watering can die cut on the first page. But it just, I didn't like how it looked. It just looked too cluttered to me, so I ended up taking it off. Again, I'm trying something else, maybe a banner. But yeah, it just looks clumsy to me. I don't know. It's just not laying right. So I decided to leave it how it is. I like the doily there. It kind of has a fresh corner. I take the puffy stickers back off. So, but But there I go with the thicker asterisk. I just like that better. Just balances that title, brings that glitter up there. And then I had these die cut florals from a previous page when I fussy cut that flower out of the 6x6. So I decided I would branch them off of my main cluster in both directions. That kind of connects it to the circle, and I really like the way that kind of draws your eye across the page, and that way I get those florals used up. Again, florals is also one of the 10 items we're supposed to use this weekend, so I really like the way that looks and that I got them used up. So I think that looks pretty cute. There we go. I forget what I do next. I have to do my journaling still, but I don't know if I do it just yet. I did have 2 asterisks up there on that tag, so I just added a third. I wanted a group of 3s. Now I'm clearing up a little bit. I think I'm almost done. I need to do my journaling, and then I think I embellish a tiny little bit more at the end. But I'm just matching a blue pen. Just so happened the first blue pen I tried was perfect. So I'm just going to journal in this navy blue that matches the pattern paper perfectly. I'm going to draw my lines underneath that banner and kind of tuck it all underneath there. It ends up reading, which I kind of actually remembered more than I thought I did when I kind of told you what the journaling was going to say on the last layout I did. But it does say the Buddhist temple was built in dedication to the Japanese immigrants of Hawaii. It is a replica of a 900-year-old temple in Uji in Kyoto, Japan. We even got to ring the 3-ton brass peace bell, view the black swans, and watch all of the koi. So it wasn't just the temple there. They had beautiful grounds, this pretty lake. They had multiple koi ponds that were just filled, and you could feed them if you wanted to. And then they had this huge brass bell that you had to swing a log back and forward to hit it in order to ring it, and everyone kind of stood in line and got to ring it, so that was pretty cool. And then you could hear the bell ringing from across the whole grounds, but it was like this deep toned bell. It was very like calming, so it was really cool, just added to the atmosphere, and I thought it was really cool that everyone kind of got to ring it. So I got that journaling down, and then I went back to my thicker sheet. They always give you all of these like periods. I don't know why. Thicker sheets always give you all this extra punctuation I never seem to use. So I decided to sprinkle these glitter dots across this florally embellishment cluster, and it just makes it sparkly. Adds gold into another place. So I really like how that ended up looking. Here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.